Why you'll never experience true love in the social media era by XinoHusk. Guys, let's not go the black pill, the press pill, whatever you want to call it. You can still experience true love. It's just much harder now on technically both ends, right? Expectations from men have gone crazy due to social media. Expectations from women have also gone crazy due to social media. We're all sitting in the same boat. I'm in a pretty successful relationship. I'd say so. We're already engaged. It is never too late. Homies, it is never too late. Billions must be hopeful. Billions. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Also, if you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. It would be a huge help. Let's go.
Social media has destroyed romance. Originally, I wanted to start off this video by saying that social media was destroying romance, but that would imply it's actively being destroyed. And we've been in the...
Well, we all know that we're still in the destroying love arc. So that wouldn't make much sense. I agree.
Trenches for a minute. Now, it's no shock to anyone right now that our current dating landscape is a whole lot of ass. And the chances of experiencing one of those rom-com, lovey-dovey romances is about as likely as me not mentioning that I'm light-skinned in a video. But besides my luscious caramel complexion, I too am just like you. Believe it or not, I don't pull. I too lay awake at night.
Why? I'm gonna say this. Where's Homie? If this is a real picture of Homie.
Video.
If this is a real picture, Homie does not look bad. If bro does not pull, right? If bro does not pull, I look significantly worse than this man. Then it's over. Like, we can put the fries in the bag. He does not look ugly. He does look pretty solid. Pretty good. What the fuck? Huh?
But besides my luscious caramel complexion, I too am just like you. Believe it or not, I don't pull. I too lay awake at night, staring up at the ceiling, wondering when it'll be my turn to experience one of those first love anime.
Yeah, a lot of people be like, Ref, when is it my turn? It probably won't ever be.
Romances. I then remember, I'm 22, and I missed out on young school-aged love, so I'm destined to die alone.
Could be worse. I got cheated on after 7 years. It could be worse. It could be worse. I'd rather experience no love than experience whatever that was.
But it shouldn't have to be this way. So I've spent this last month doing research, consuming romantic media, studying relationship patterns, and even going as far. So I've spent this last month doing research, consuming romantic media, studying.
Are you a furry?
Relationship patterns, and even going as far as to talk to a relationship coach, is what I would say if these YouTube checks were hidden. I've just been watching a lot of romance animes, but trust me, the lack of investment doesn't make my points any less valid.
The problem is that with romance anime, you're raising your standards astronomically, because no person will ever act like this. This won't work. This will actually make it worse. Brother, you're making it worse. Everyone who watches romance anime expects your relationship to be like romance anime. You're in for a treat.
Plus, like, dog, I'm light-skinned, it's what I do. I wanted this to be one long flowing video, but I can't not show my sick-ass intro. Wasn't that cool?
That's a pretty cool intro. I needed an intro.
Hit that like if it was a cool intro, or if you're into tomboys. Back to the masterfully crafted video essay. One of the most important elements of any romance, whether it be real or fictional, is the concept of time. People often forget that time is a valuable thing. You watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. Damn, I'm like spurging out right now. Let me lock in real quick. Time is the backbone of every story. Whether the events of the story take place over the span of a day, months, or even years, time is the sole driver when gauging progression from
Hot take. The later you try to get into a relationship, the later you get a relationship, the worse it gets. Here's why. Not only will you put your trauma that you have experienced in relationships, in your insecurities created in relationships, onto every later relationship, your girlfriend will do the same. Meaning that the longer you wait, the more trauma people can collect. The more trauma people collect, the worse and unstable relationships become. If that makes sense. I've seen it. I've seen it countless times. I've seen it. I've seen the self-sabotage. I've seen it. And I'm always shaking my head. How the fuck do you self-sabotage that hard? What are you doing?
From everything that's done. It's also a pretty good indicator when judging investment. Like when you take a 2-month anniversary less serious.
And another one is people dating for fun. What are you doing? Stop dating for fun. This is retorted. Nobody should do that. What's also bad is the one's dating for, what was it? Experience. Because those are usually funny, because the more experience you have, it seems the worse it actually gets. Because again, you're putting a lot of problems, right? You're not just collecting experience, you're also collecting future problems. Remember that.
Compared to a 10-year one. It's also the same reason people enjoy consuming romantic media. You're investing your time into watching these characters. Invest your time into each other. Watching them grow over time. Falling for each other more and more. Gradually though. It's why when they finally confess to each other, or share that coveted rom-com kiss, it feels so worth. Cause what's the point if the two main characters just kiss on the first episode? Man, at that point, I might as well just watch real life. Oh yeah.
I'd say this depends. I'd say this depends. There's romance anime that are pretty good where the romance part is already like ongoing. They're already in a relationship. And I do want more romance anime where that is the case, right? Where like we not only see them get into the romance, but we see like get like how they handle it, how the future handle it, right? I want the complete arc. I want how they get together, the way they stay together, and then like the future.
Real life. The concept of instant gratification has done Nagasaki levels of damage to our society. The whole idea of, I don't want to wait, I want it now, has absolutely cooked us. Cause you got people, on both teams mind you, complaining about how they want to experience love and connection and yada yada, all that BS. But for some reason, why is the first question my homeboy asks me after I hang out with a girl, did you hit? No! We went to Chipotle and played Uno at the park. What do you mean, did you hit?
That's me and everyone else when I said I wait until marriage. Like, why do you want wait until marriage? Are you like a priest or something? I'm like, bro, are you retorted? I will not give this away, this very special moment, to a random chick. Thank you.
Know this person. I'm speaking from recent experience, by the way. And you know what the craziest part is? She was still trying to put out. Like, all I gotta do is get you Chipotle and hang out with you. Lord, I know that shit radioactive. Like, hookup culture is such a plague on the...
That shit radioactive? That shit is, if she gives it up for on the first date for you, she gives it up on every first date. That's a red flag. I'm sorry. That is, even if you're not like me, that is that's the reddest flag of the red flags. Like, that is, at that point, it's nothing special. Like, nothing. It's just like something you just do.
Dating market, cuz, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't even be kissing people on the first date. Like, you don't know where they've been. It could be...
That's actually very true. Do not sleep, even like on the second date. Even on the third date, I find that concept so weird. Why the fuck are you kissing and sleeping with each other on the first date? That does not make sense to me. That is so weird. It's so off-putting. Like, even hand-holding sounds weird.
Like,
I love butt. I love the poo-poo factor.
it's so insane to me how, like, the concept of physically connecting with another person, the process that is used to create life, has been deduced to a pastime. All these romance characters ain't cracking on the first link, unless you got the link to the wrong website.
The romance characters aren't even holding hands in the first for like the first 12 episodes, possibly.
Like, I was watching Dress Up Darling again, and besides Maureen having absolute cannons, like, damn, if she's 15, then give me my 1 million subscriber plaque. But I started counting every scene where a typical first world individual would have and or tried to crack. Maureen doing the measurements? Cracked. Coming over to see the cosplay? Cracked. The stairway sweat scene? Indecent exposure. The home date? Cracked. The love hotel? Man, I ain't gonna hold you girls, you're a better man than me. Cracked. But guess what? They didn't do it once. They didn't kiss. They didn't hold hands. How? I don't even think they hugged. You know why? Because of time. We're watching them build a connection, having it marinate, and slowly develop feelings for one another.
Having it marinate. Accurate though. Accurate. People don't take their time anymore. That is very true. I mean, to be fair, that's not untrue for me either. I mean, my woman just literally DM'd me, you need a girlfriend. Problem was solved at that point.
If Maureen was putting out on the first link, we would have been like, damn, is this the right website? But no, we're here to watch these two fall in love over time. Cause love takes time. That's why they start off as friends and gradually build up feelings over time. Now it's time for a pop quiz. What do all 4 of these anime couples have in common? Comment your answers down below.
They haven't slept with each other yet? That's one of them, I guess.
Time's up. We don't got all day. You should still comment though to boost the algorithm. Smiley face. The answer is that they all started out as friends. Now, everyone talks about how they want a friends to lovers romance, but you ain't finding that on a dating app. Hate to break it to you, champ. Because the whole concept of dating apps is to match up people who are lonely and available with other lonely and available people. So already, not a great start to your rom-com romance. Props to the people though that say they're looking for friends on there. They're like a Girl Scout selling cookies in Chicago. Her head is in the right place, but the whole table is gone now. All a dating app is, in these
I would say that the head is not in the right place. It's literally a dating app, so most people will use it for that exact purpose. If you don't want the dating app, why the fuck are you on a dating app? Your head is in the right place. Mentally, but not physically. Your hands, your phone is in the wrong place.
simplest terms is prepackaged compatibility. You're not here to try and grow into love, you're auditioning for it. Because all those photos and bios are literally just a job application. And most people get rejected on the first photo. Now, I will say, making friends now that are the opposite sex is probably the hardest it's ever been. If you are in school or work a job where you have constant access to them, you're effectively cooked, which is why everyone's on a dating app. But even if, say, you do befriend someone you're interested in, now you run the risk of one of the worst experiences of your life. The friend zone. This place is effectively on par with hell itself. Forget that lovey-dovey rom-com, friends to lovers romance. Now you're stuck with the title of friend. And you can either hunker down and hope they change their mind in the future, or just cut your losses and get out of there. In a perfect world, you'd have some self-respect.
In the perfect world, I've never been friend-zoned, because if I'm friends with someone, right, if I'm friends with a woman, and I do develop feelings, she doesn't like me back, I just pull back a little to, what's the word? Protect myself, which I think everyone should do. Pull back a little. Don't give her girlfriend treatment. I don't get the idea why you give somebody girlfriend or boyfriend treatment when they're not your girl or boyfriend. That never made sense to me, by the way.
And leave. And what's even worse is watching them get with other people that aren't you. Constantly meeting someone, failing, and then coming back to you to cry about it. But at least you're still appreciated as a friend. Small tangent real quick. Isn't it fascinating how one of the most critically acclaimed romance films, The Notebook, literally is about a woman cheating on her fiance to rekindle an old romance? Like, if you haven't watched it, the gist basically is Noah, my goat Ryan Gosling, falls in love with rich girl Allie. Her parents don't approve and make them break up. Ryan Gosling goes to fight in World War II and comes back. 14 years later, Allie ends up engaged to a guy named Lon. She asks Lon to take a solo trip before their wedding, where she rekindles with Noah and they smash. Now, she must choose between her fiance and Noah. Isn't it absurd how one of the most popular romance movies among women is one where they're cheating on their fiance?
That's not the only one. That is not the only one. One big one is Titanic. Same energy. There's more. I think there was somebody creating like a list of romance movies, top romance movies for women that is literally just cheating. Like, they're all cheating. All of them.
For an old crush. I said all that to say this though. How can you be expected to develop a friends to lovers romance when you friend zone all your friends? That's literally like counterproductive. Plus, everyone wants their Prince Charming to just show up and swoop them off their feet. Princess Charming if you ask me, cause Lord I need Ghislaine to sweep me off my feet. But that brings me to my next point. Discomfort. Now, I know everyone has a comfort zone, and most online individuals are scared to ask for ketchup packets because they think this is how it's about to go.
Just say hi, don't be weird. Just say hi, don't be weird. Just say hi, don't be. Hey, how's it going, man? Get the fuck away from me!
But there's this thing that a lot of people do called being.
The problem is that the worst she can say is not no. That's the problem. The worst she can say is ew. The worst she can say is get the fuck away from me. The worst she can say is fuck no. The truth is that that is the lie. That is the lie. It has happened. I've seen multiple clips recently where that has happened.
Conflict avoidant, where instead of talking about your issues or concerns, you say, well damn, I guess they weren't the one. GG, go next. Like we've designed this whole ecosystem of red flags and green flags that the autistic, chronically online zeitgeist has these things called like beige flags. Like what the hell is a beige flag? They're effectively a person's odd quirks that aren't good nor bad. Like this is S tier levels of unemployment, and I do YouTube. Like these people got more damn flags than like Paris when any conflict arises. But the funniest part of all this are what are called pink flags, which is why I'm talking about this to begin with. Pink flags are legit just red flags, but they seem fine because you're in love with the person and view them with rose-tinted glasses, which is what everybody does. Oh lord, she just suplexed my grandma! And she's still bad as hell though. No, don't shoot my little sister. She looked fine as hell doing it though. She just disrespected the goat, LeBron. Yeah, I can't let that slide. She gotta go. But it's clear that no one wants to invest in a person. You want your partner to be perfect out the gate, which
no one wants to invest. The worst, I think one thing that incredibly sabotages a lot of relationships that could exist but won't exist is why you talk to multiple people while you're in the talking stage with somebody else. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? To keep your options warm? Well, if I'm just an option, then I will give you then I will split the bill, let you pay your shit and move on. Like, what the fuck is this? Why can we not be exclusive when we get to know somebody? Like, look, that's the crazy part, right? There's people out there who talk to multiple people at once, trying to date them, trying to get to know them. And they sleep with multiple people. And one of them is considered then the lucky guy if he gets the girl. Or the lucky girl if she gets the guy. I don't know if that's so lucky.
the only person that is perfect is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My child, start digging in your butt to him. The worst part of the dating landscape, though, is when someone gives up. Because it's not like a game where all you hear is,
Yup, yeah, can't move out for
honestly, you'd be lucky if you hear that. What you'll get 90% of the time, though, is nothing. No call, no meetup to talk things over. Shit, champ, you're lucky if you even get a text. Most of the time, you're...
Yep, ghosting. Ghosting is awful. Because you just get caught cut off. Kind of like a cancer. I don't know. Or something useful, like a third limb that you don't need. Like a third arm you don't need. I don't know how to explain it. And it's like they never can provide a good argument why ghosting is fine. I've heard that ghosting is fine for women because it protects the woman from you know, from getting hurt. And I'm like, that does not make sense, because if I know where you live, then even if you ghost me, I could just get to you. So that doesn't make sense. Like, it does not make sense. Ghosting, there's no defense for ghosting. There is none.
Messages will just go green, and you can't view their profiles anymore. Cause why bother trying to work something out? You got the ick when he didn't say bless you after you sneezed. So on to the next one, I guess. Cause there's plenty of fish in the sea after all. Wouldn't it be ironic though, if you spent all that time fishing, only to end up empty-handed at the end of the day, since no fish could meet your high-ass standards. But I'm here to let you in on a little secret.
It's not just standards. Here's a little sad fact. There's more women than men. And there's more men than women. Reverse. Wrong. There's more men than women. Remember that. Remember that. Women are a limited edition.
Because it applies to literally every relationship that lasts long term. Shared struggle. Going through trials and tribulations together, whether it be with a friend, a partner, or even like a pet, is what builds trust in two people. You both have spent time together, weathering the storm, dealing with obstacles in your path. And when you finally make it through, you have a whole new appreciation for that person. You can trust them to
For whatever reason, why did you put that there?
be by your side, through thick and thin. That's literally why
The Broly one. Of course, the Broly one.
in vows they say sickness and health. And it doesn't even have to be through crazy situations either. Whether it's y'all being
That's yeah, struggle, building up together. The problem is that that's no longer really wanted, because this is a hot take, but a lot of women want men that are already done. Like, they already want the baked bread. They don't want to sit there, make the bread, watch the bread, and then have the bread. Bread analogy. Breadology. I don't know.
in an awkward situation or having a misunderstanding. Like in Don Da Don, ISA walks in on Okarun, looking like he better lay out some Slapatron prime. This bothers ISA all damn episode, till they eventually confront the topic.
If you care and you're upset, then just come out and say it. I can explain everything, but you need to give me a chance to. I don't care if others get the wrong idea about what happened. But if it's you, I couldn't stand it. All that matters to me is that you understand.
Do you see how peak this is? Getting over a misunderstanding by using communication. All you bobs would have just blocked Okarun and like,
That's very true. That's very true. I've noticed that the side that says communication is key is not very communicative.
with 20 dudes a night. Them getting past the situation made their bond with each other grow deeper. Now they know they can communicate with one another if there's a misunderstanding, instead of blocking each other. And I'd end the video off with this idea. If my homeboy Jimmy didn't point out something I had completely disregarded. The whole reason why these characters work out so well together is because they're characters, designed to be compatible with each other. Every event, scenario, and roadblock that's presented to them.
Obviously, right? That's why I said romance, anime, and reality are not the same. These characters are made for each other. You two may not completely.
Is planned out in advance for them to come out on top, making their love stronger. So yeah, romance is basically in Michigan. Social media and hookup culture got us thinking that love is supposed to be like Amazon Prime. 2-day shipping, no effort, hell, not even patience. But in reality, real connection takes time. That's why those anime couples be having us geeked. And here's something I thought I'd never say. Even online dating, as shallow as it may seem, actually gives you that chance if you let it. You can't just jump to, did you hit? When you legit can't even be in the same room yet. You gotta text, call, send memes, maybe even trauma dump a little. And slowly, piece by piece, you get to actually know the person before the physical even comes into play. In conclusion, dating apps suck! But yeah, It's been a minute since I made a think piece video, where I actually talked about something I was passionate about. I hope you guys can take something away from this, and if you like this kind of autistic, heartfelt content, consider giving me a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot. Bye bye!
Yep, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I agree. Is that a pony? Yeah, that's it. That makes sense. Yeah, it is rough. It is rough out here. But we move on. We try again. Billions must succeed. Billions must try. That is all I will say. Take care, guys.